but you've got a lot of energy. You just have too much work to do. Maybe you need to get the habit of switching to a stand-up desk whenever you've got a long day. Maybe you need to get into the habit of setting some alarms in the morning for every 2 hours. But the habit isn't the stretching. The habit is setting those alarms to remind you to stretch every 2 hours. Maybe to make it more you need to make that fun. So maybe you have to think of what's your favorite song, or what's a song that you really find relaxing or enjoyable or inspires you, and make a little playlist of these favorite songs or your one favorite song and put that on every time it's time to do that activity. Find something that works for you. Because if you're going to make a new habit, what is a habit? Well, a habit is a behavior that you do automatically. A habit is something that you do and you don't think about it because you've done it before and it feels good. So it must feel good to do it, or at least be rewarding. Otherwise, you're not going to want to do it and you're fighting against yourself. So if we want to create this change, we have to create it in the brain. And we do that through, you already know the answer, repetition. You do something every day. This is why 21-day thing is also good. Even if you hate doing it, if you do something for 21 days, that repetition will create a habit. And after 21 days, you'll do it automatically. It could be after 1 week. It could be 6 months, depending on what it is you're trying to do. But if you want to enhance a habit, do it even more often. What else enhances it? Rhythm, doing something at the same time every day, and intensity, how intense you do something. Right. So to gain a new habit, do the new behavior that you've chosen in the positive and repeat it until you do it unconsciously, however long it takes. Doesn't matter if it's 3 days, doesn't matter if it's 3 weeks or even longer. Now, your brain does not know the difference between when you're imagining something or you're doing it in real life. It actually fires the same neurons, the same brain nerve cells, right? So even just repeating a habit in your mind actually primes your brain to do the habit. This is one of the reasons that hypnosis is so powerful. We have our clients repeating, imagining doing something, and they actually create the habit before they've even done it once. That's something that you can do. Another thing you can do is, as we mentioned, do it at the same time. So imagine visualizing something at the same time every day. For example, how many of you have set your alarm for the same time every morning and you find yourself waking up just before the alarm? You're in the habit of waking up at a time. Your brain knows that, and it just tells you, wake up before your alarm. Okay. Now, to make habits easier, we want to also do it with intensity. So intensity can be doing things many times in a row. Like, let's do my, instead of doing it every 2 hours, you could do it every hour for the first day, or every 40 minutes for the first day if you wanted to. But that's quite a lot. I'm not suggesting that's the best idea. However, there are some other habits that might respond really well to intensity, such as practicing a chord on the guitar, or going through vocabulary lists if you're learning a new language. Just doing that intensely for 6-10 hours can have this massive result on your mind where the brain goes, this is really intense. I better start learning this. Okay. But there's another way that we can bring intensity to creating new habits. And that means that is utilizing emotion. So if you bring joy or happiness or excitement into the new habit you're creating, such as getting $500 when I walk this way to work, yay, you're going to do it straight away. Okay. So think to yourself, this new habit that I want, how can I make it joyful? How can I make it fun? How can I make it interesting?